Blog Talk Radio.
It's that way, boy, it's that way, boy, it's that way, boy, it's that way. Do you really wanna take things there? You're way over there. You should be sitting right here. Yeah. Looking like you wanna taste this potion, potion. Let me whisper something in your ear. Ooh. I see lust in your eyes. Feel like one of them guys. I know your type. I can see right through your mind, baby. What you wanna do? It's on you what the outcome gon' be. It's a thin line. I can make you fall in love, or I can make you hate me. I can be your baby. I'm a little cray. Can you handle every side of me? I can be your fantasy, as long as you don't push that button. Push that button. I can be your baby, but I'm a little cray. Can you handle every side of me? I can be your fantasy, as long as you don't push that button. Push that button. I could be your best friend. I could be your ride. I could be your diamond. I'm the one that's gon' ride on you. I'm breaking you down like a backwood. They play the club girl, but they really have it. You put my name on, I say Tina, but my blow game real stronger, Sheena.
You ain't never met a nigga like me. You got a wild side girl that excite me. Control the mood, push your buttons, girl, you feisty. Temperature check, I got you where it's perfect timing. I ain't got no room for complications. I'm a shark swimming with fishes, no relations. I like your vibe, I wanna see if we can take it. There through the past, I'm the future, let's replace it. We talking big bags, Birkin, Gucci, and Chanel, you can get that. Taking flights overseas, on the palm tree. Different levels when you fuck with a big man. We crush a line, now we coasting. I'm the wave, I let you be the ocean. And it's always slow motion when you back that up. So, call me Big Daddy when you back that up.
Can you handle every side of me? I can be your fantasy, as long as you don't push that button. Push that button. I can be your baby, but I'm a little cray. Can you handle every side of me? I can be your fantasy, as long as you don't push that button. Push that button. I could be your best friend.
What's going on? This is Patricia M. Goins with On the Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussions. And you know, we bring it to you raw, unfiltered, uncut, and uncensored every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All you gotta do is go to blogtalkradio.com/Patricia Goins, Goins, in case you didn't know my name, and tune in. Join our discussions. Have fun with us. We bring it to you raw, with purpose, on purpose. What's going on? You have tuned in to another episode of On the Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion. That's right. And we are back. We had to take Thanksgiving off, you know what I'm saying? We had to be with our families, but we are back, and we are going to actually have a special guest. But you know, I got to start off with my girls first, and I got one of my girls right here, Miss Kimberly McCants, Queen God is the King Advocate. What's going on, Mama Sita?
What's going on, sister? All is well over here. All is well.
So how was your did you cook?
No, ma'am. I don't really do the holidays like that. I don't do holidays for real. I was with my folks though. I went up the week before. Oh,
you wasn't in Ohio for Thanksgiving. Well, I know you don't really.
I was there the week before. I actually came back the day of. So I got to see everybody, but we did our family dinner a week, the week that I got up there.
Okay.
So that was good. I got to see my, got to be with my grandbaby. He doing all kind of stuff now. So that's,
you don't know his dinner. I don't know what y'all fun.
Okay. He is everything. You hear me?
I know he's gonna be spoiled.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I love him. He is everything. He's growing up. I'm glad I get to see every step of his life. That means a lot to me. And we bonded a certain kind of way. It's a different kind of bond that grandparents have with their kids, with the grandkids, than their parents do. So I definitely appreciate all of that.
Okay. Had a good week.
Yeah, I've been pretty productive. I cannot complain. I got some things in the works. I'm gonna leave quiet until they actually manifest. But this all is well.
Yes, it's well. Okay. All right. It looks like we got. Let me click her on it. Looks like we got Marie on the line. What's going on, Marie?
Hey, ladies. How everybody been?
Hey. What's going on?
How was your Thanksgiving?
My week. My Thanksgiving was great. Yeah, I had plenty of food. Just feasted. Couldn't understand why my grandson thought I was going to cook something different the day after Thanksgiving. What's for dinner? I'm like, you had it yesterday. It's going to be the same thing today. And if you ask me tomorrow, it's the same thing. Now, maybe on Saturday, I'll cut it up a little bit, make some turkey salad. But I could not believe the goal, I'm just saying. Nerves. Besides that, my Thanksgiving has been wonderful. I don't understand that generation, but I don't. They it's like from Mars. Like what?
No. I don't know what happened.
But besides,
I don't know what we all was doing in that generation when we was pregnant, because those are the ones that was the 90s babies. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yep.
No, what?
We sorry.
I know. I'm glad you had a good week, Marie. That's what's up.
Hey, I saw your Facebook that you was in Jersey. So I can't wait to hear how your week went. I'm like, see all at the shore. That's so cute. It's cold as hell in New Jersey today, but it's okay. When you in love, you don't feel that. Yeah.
So,
no.
Okay, Missy, let me tell them, and then I'm gonna come to you. So, I had a great. So it was my boo's birthday. He turned 50, so we had to do something special for his birthday. And also, I have been wanting to get back out there because I wanted to film, because I'm doing a music video. I'm working on it, piece by piece. And going to the Jersey Shore was like something I wanted in the video. So it was fun. I love Jersey. I really do. We didn't get to go to New York this time, but hopefully next time we'll be able to go to New York. But we got to see his stuff. I love his family. They're so cool. I had a really, really good time. And then I think another highlight of my week, other than just the Jersey trip, that was the bomb, was I have my music on N1M, #1music.com, and I got a lot of fans and stuff on that site, right? And one of my fans sent me a message, and it was so sweet. They was just like, they had just listened to one of my songs, the one you like, Kim, Situations of Life. Okay. And we just listened to Situations of Life, and we love that song. And we're going to be following you because we know that your music is going to be successful because it's a gift from God. It was, I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what they were saying. Got a gift from God. I'm like, that's so. Yeah,
that's what's up. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, that made me feel good. It feels good to know, that people like the music. They like. It took me so long to come out, and now that I'm out, just to get the feedback from people, it feels good. So I had a pretty good week. My daughter's feeling better and stuff. I had a good week.
Good. Glad to hear that.
So Thank you very much. I know Misty is on the line. What's going on, Misty?
Hey, everybody. I ain't feeling too well, but I kind of think it's my sinuses, I'm going to say. But I'm sneezing, snotting.
Okay.
You know how we be sneezing and peeing a little bit on ourselves. So I'm not no happy camper right now. Like I'm like, here, you know how we do. Y'all know how we do. So I'm over here, eyes watering, nose running. Like, you said what?
I didn't hear you. You said what? You sneezed and stunt. You did something on your. You know how we do something.
The pressure.
You know how we sneeze and we pee.
Sneeze and pee, honey. Sneeze and pee.
That was a hard sneeze, but it made you pee.
Yes, girl. So I'm listening in the background. I'm over here sneezing like crazy, biting the heck out of my tongue. I'm just sitting, so I gotta close my teeth like this and sneeze. So it's just like,
get you some lemon and some tea, and put a little honey in it.
Some ginger.
And ginger, yeah. Feed your, build up your immune system. That's, you know. And
y'all already know I'm over here with the old school remedy with the onions, the ginger root, the fresh ginger root, the potatoes, all that stuff in there. Yeah, I do the old school stuff. But I kind of think it's my allergies because it started out of the blue yesterday. I was fine on the first, but yesterday, honey, I was like, what is this? So here I am in here spraying stuff down like, oh, the devil is alive. Let's clean up again. So, you know, but I think it's my allergies. I'm going to go and get me a whole bunch of those lead filter things for the furnace and just change them out every month because these people talking about, we don't change them but every quarterly. I said every 3 months. Oh, no. I'm used to changing mine every month, sweetheart. I think it's you know, the dust and stuff in here.
Misty, take you some allergy
medicine. You said what?
Take you some allergy. Can you hear me? Take you some allergy. Did you hear me?
Yeah, allergy medicine.
Yeah, to get you some allergy. If you think it's your allergies, that'll help the symptoms at least.
Yeah, and I've been doing a whole bunch of tea, so. But, yeah, I'm going to be on mute, but I'm here. I'm listening.
Did you cook this Thanksgiving? Did you cook?
Yeah, I cooked. My kids brought over. We had plans, right? Mom, we gonna all get together and come over and cook, and we gonna just be over there for a day before and all this. They brought all that stuff over here and left me with it, right? Remember I said I wasn't cooking. By the time I got done, my feet was swollen. I had an attitude. I was so tired because I didn't go to sleep till like 6 in the morning after cooking all that stuff and still had like 4 things to do. They called me talking about the food done. I hung up on them. Quit calling me. Just get over here because I'm about ready for y'all to come and go. I'm ready to go to bed because this wasn't the plan. So I was highly upset, but also happy at the same time because, you know, a couple of kids was here with a couple of the grandkids at the same time, but I'm sitting there like, yeah, I'm ready for y'all to go.
Yeah, you got
it's time for me to lay down.
You got beautiful grandbabies. I've seen them. Your grandbabies are beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
So you talked to my mom. My mom was in town. My mom told everybody, she was like, okay, she told all the kids, she was like, all right, whatever y'all want to eat, I'm going to cook. So at first I'm like, she ain't about to cook all that. I think myself. But she really did. My mom came in town and threw down. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, Mom always cooked. Mom always cooked. Yeah. She always cooked. That's all I really know. Cook and iron. She probably still the only woman I know that iron clothes.
She did.
Like, seriously.
Well, let me just tell you, I iron mine too. I don't roll out the house wrinkles. Really. I even still iron my bed sheet. I am obsessed with ironing.
No, what?
Before I hang up breaks, they at least got to be seen. But walking out the house, I mean, I don't still wear the crease from back in the 80s and 90s, but I don't do the wrinkles. I don't do that.
Well, see, I'm the type person, honey. As soon as they come out that dryer, they getting on the hanger because I ain't earning nothing. Now, I did have a client when I was doing the home health aid that wanted his creases and ironing and stuff, and I did it for him. You know, I would go in on Monday and do a whole week's worth of clothes at one time because it wasn't nothing much for me to do. You know, so me getting paid to do that, yeah. But to do it for I ain't about to do that. We're going to throw them bad boys on a hanger, honey. Nah. We're going to wash them wrinkles out, baby.
I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better, Miss. Make sure you get your take your vitamins and stuff. So
okay, yep, I did. I got it.
We're gonna have later on. We're gonna have a special guest, and this was cool because I think this is the first. Is this the first time we've had like specifically a guest on our show? Like, I mean, we have people calling.
No.
We have our regular.
He's a second timer, ain't he, Kim?
No, because remember we had Miss Benita White, the financial advisor, so it's not the first time.
You're right.
Yeah. No, I think this man is the second time he's been on the show. What, ain't it, Kim?
No.
Yeah, well, did he make it to the show? He was on my show. I don't think he made it to this show.
No.
We ended up talking about something else. I think that maybe he called in or something. He may have been on here, but just for he was. He called in, I think, but just for a little bit.
Well, I was thinking about the youth building that he has, that he's a part of, right? He
is part of that. Yeah, Dornelius D-Mays. Dornelius.
Okay, Dornelius.
Just call him D-Mays.
I was excited to talk about the new Black Wall Street that they have created. I think it's out there by Stonecrest Mall. I know that they've been talking about just, rebuilding that for us because we have, we need that, we need that. There's no secret. We all know about the inequality that African Americans have experienced. Like it's not even a debate anymore. It's a fact. And so we made a decision that we were going to start spending on each other. We were going to start investing in each other. We collectively, all the African Americans, whatever, we trillions of dollars in buying power. So it's time for us to invest in each other. We invest in everybody else. Why not invest in each other? So I love it. I love the fact that I just love it. So I was excited to talk about it. And the church that because I still go to New Birth Baptist Church. That's still my church home, even though I'm here. I just look at it online or whatever. And they did a whole segment about it, and I'm like really excited. I can't wait to go.
Okay. Yeah, they had their official opening on the 26th of November. So they have, I'm not sure like how completely open they are, but they already have some stores that are listed to be in there or whatever. So
I think they're open. They did a whole thing about it. So I think, in fact, as of Sunday, I think it was Sunday. So I think they're open.
Yeah, the 26th. Yeah. Well, we'll see. I wish everybody well on that, and we definitely got to support. I just want to see what types of different businesses will be there. Because a lot of times, sadly, when it comes to us, we tend to lean toward the same types of businesses amongst each other, but it doesn't allow for a whole lot of expansion or growth. If we can do some things that are, geared to, technology or economics, medicine, stuff like that, and it be available on Black Wall Street, that would be dope. So we'll see. There's still buildings. People are still coming in, and we'll see what happens. I'm definitely going to be there, though. So we'll see what happens.
Where is it located?
It's in Atlanta,
It's in
Georgia.
Stonecrest, Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
Stonebridge,
like the
Georgia.
metro of Atlanta.
You can go online and go to the website. Just type in the New Black Wall Street, and it'll give you all of the information.
And I think they said Stonecrest Mall. So for those who are actually listening from Atlanta, it's like down 20 East. You're going down past Panola, in that area to Stonecrest. It's past Panola, yeah. In that somewhere in that area. I'm not sure. So I don't know exactly where. That's what I need to ask. Do you know the actual address?
It's on the website. I don't know it right off, but it is on the website. So if you go to
what's the website?
The New Black Wall Street is on the website. It'll give you the actual address and everything.
So let me
It'll also give you a list of people that are already, list of businesses that are there.
So it's www. Let me take it out. I have to go back and do the typo. So it's thenewblackWallStreet.com.
Yes.
I'm putting it on for those of you who are listening, or who come back and listen later. It's right here on the little panel, so you can see it. Okay, so that's what's up. I definitely want. I definitely want to go. That's for sure. But it's not like it's going to be. It's not like it's just a one-day thing. Like it's open. Like you can go all year round. So if by some chance you can't make it, right now you can. It's open. Yeah, it's open.
So we have a responsibility to keep it open and make it grow. It's not just about it being a bunch of stores that Black businesses are in. It's about rebuilding communities, rebuilding our economic status. That type of thing. Really creating economic independence amongst Black people.
I think they've already started. I think they've started. I think they have started. If you think about it, there are a lot of there's a lot of open jobs. Definitely, and so those workers, not all of them passed away from the pandemic. Some of them became independent. A lot of them became independent. The reason why they're self-open. You know what I'm saying? So pop-up shops are becoming very, very popular. Very, very, very popular. And actually, I love it because you can find anywhere else.
Yeah. Well, these are more than just pop-ups. They allow for that, but the shops that are in it. Like they have build-outs and all that kind of stuff, so they're in it. These are not just pop-ups. So
it's cool. So
we'll
for those,
see.
for those who weren't able to invest in actually purchasing, a whole unit, they're still able to do pop-ups. So that's what's up. That's it's like you gotta start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, indeed. Absolutely. So I'm excited when D. Mays comes on here and he can talk about it a little bit more and Black economics and whatever. If I can do a quick plug for him, if you get a chance to listen to his podcast, Mind Games Uncut, the brother go in, on a whole lot of different topics. I know he's got one on Spotify. He does it on YouTube. A couple other places that he's doing some great, amazing, powerful movements he's doing, and he needs to be supported. So it was really an honor for me to even be able to talk to him. That's my dude. That's my friend. We're cool, but just the fact that I know him and I know what he's doing, I know what he's about, that's really an honor to me. So tonight should be good. It should be a really informative and powerful conversation, hopefully. And people should definitely call in and ask him some questions because he knows a lot about a lot.
I think. I'm glad that we are coming together, and the word has to get out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad that our show will be one of those avenues to get the word out. It's about letting people know when you go to Atlanta, because we have, Atlanta has so many different visitors all year round. Make sure you stop by the new Black Wall Street while you're there. Let that be like, I don't know, people want to call it a tourist spot, souvenir, whatever, I don't know. Whatever it is you need to call it to feel comfortable. Make sure you don't leave Atlanta without stopping by.
Right.
How that goes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we got to support each other. Like, that's just bottom line. And I'm always, me, I'm always screaming unity anyway. So, the my heart really went out to Young Dolph. I know you don't really follow the music scene, but I know you heard about the artist from Memphis that was killed right before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I've been really like watching his videos and stuff, and he was very intelligent. He was leaving knowledge. He really was leaving a lot of knowledge, a lot of information, he wasn't just like your rapper that ain't talking about nothing. It's just all about, running from the ops. He was very intelligent. Mm-hmm. And so I've been really just paying attention to some of the things that he's been saying and stuff. And he was very family oriented. But and that's something that you don't always see, or you don't get to see that side. So I've really been paying attention to him. The whole the music industry has really been shook by this particular death because they've been trying to kill him for a while.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
Wow. What does he represent that he was a threat?
I think because he was independent. He wasn't trying to sign with nobody. He was just trying to do his own thing, And I think it had something to do with some. I don't know. I know that he got shot once and he survived. At one point, they shot up his van 100 times. Like they were trying. Like he was. But when you listen to him talk, he was very intelligent. He just, he just like he said, this thing right now is really about the streets. It's not really about it's the streets. The music is the streets. The rap is the streets. I'm just like, wow. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what's going on in most right now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
It is. I wish the only so. I wonder if there's like any. Hopefully, there's like a music store in there or somewhere. Like I feel like there needs to be more stores that are geared towards artists, so that we can, you know what I'm saying, like get back to the tangible money, because this cyberspace money is a joke.
But that money right there is the money right there. That money is what's making a lot of millionaires. So if you have any or have thought about investing in it, then you absolutely need to. If you had no thought about doing it, you need to have the thought and you need to put that thought to action. But even if you don't fully understand it or don't think that's something that you want to do forever and ever, get in it and see what it does. Because it's definitely doing some things. The currency is changing for certain. So look into it, do some studying, even if it's a little bit at a time. But definitely, I would suggest people start investing in it.
Investing in what?
In cryptocurrency.
Oh, okay.
Definitely. Like I said, it's making millionaires.
I believe it because it's we're evolving. Things are evolving. Things are changing. You know what I'm saying? And so just like at some point the horse wasn't the horse. Like, at first a horse and buggy was our transportation, but life evolved. Went to a car. You know what I'm saying? Motorcycles. Like, I remember when there were no microwaves, and then all of a sudden there's microwaves, and it's obvious that they're doing something with the money because you're getting so many places that were out of coins. I ain't never in my life ever. I can never in my life remember a place where all the stores was yelling they ain't had no coins. What are you talking about? You don't have no coins, or telling you, oh, you can only use a debit card, or you gotta have exact change, all that kind of stuff, like all that right there is the beginning signs of change.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and they have the on the window. We do not accept cash. Like, oh, okay.
I'm starting to feel like because also
right.
because you can track cards anywhere. You can't track cash everywhere.
Absolutely, that's correct. That is correct. That is the whole point.
Yeah, it sounds like it to me.
Yes.
I'm so happy that Stacey Abrams is going back out to be governor. Entering the race, the governor race again. That's what I'm talking about. That's Steve. He said, you know what? You ain't about to keep me down. All right, you got this one. I'll be back.
Right.
I will be back, and I'm glad. Yeah.
She might have a better opportunity this time too, just because of the fact that she didn't give up the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know what all she's promoting necessarily, but just the fact that she lost the first time and came right back. That says a lot about her character. So that's something to look at.
Says a lot about her character, and she fought through the worst of it. You know what I'm saying? And she was right there. When we were going through the thick of it, she was right there. You know what I'm saying? She was still like, oh no, I'm not okay. I'll be back, but for right now, I'm gonna handle this. And she was, doing her part. So, it's just sad to me that we have gotten, or we're at this point. We, I don't know what it's going to take for the world to wake up. It's just like I don't know.
To be completely put to sleep. I said it's going to take the world to be completely put to sleep in order for it to wake up. It's about to change. Things are in process of a complete shift.
Oh yeah, the shift. 2020 was the shift. That was the shift. This is just a continuation of the shift. 2020 was the shift, and I'm hearing whispers that that other president from 2020 trying to come back. I'm like, listen here.
Wow.
If y'all,
he sure did. Trump did announce that he is running. Trump did announce he is running in the 2024 election. He's already been fundraising. I'm kind of hoping they get him on charges of tax evasion or something.
Oh my God. Only in America. Only in America. Can somebody freaking get impeached twice and still and pay taxes and all this shit and still come back and say, I'll be back. No, we had you that you're the reason why look at this. Your energy was fucked up. No. And no, he had his listen, y'all. Move forward. What the hell do you want to look back for? I don't want to look back to 2020 and none of that experience. That was a mess. You gotta move forward. He had his time. He already showed us what his energy is. Y'all want him to come back and do it again? Oh my God.
Did somebody just come in? It sounds like somebody just tried to.
No. That's my Mac making noise. I thought I turned my phone off. It's still coming through there. But yeah. So I'm proud of her though. I'm proud of her. That shows integrity. That shows a woman, a strong-willed woman. A strong-willed individual, determined. She's what the little girls look up to because she didn't quit. I feel like if Hillary had came back again, she would have won. I feel that way. In spite of, but she didn't come back. I wanted her to come back. I did. She might have. Yeah, everything wasn't cool, but everything ain't cool now. But I remember when she was in it, I remember it being a very prosperous time. I remember being happy and going just money. It was cool. Like, I don't know. At least that's what I remember experiencing. With him, I remember darkness and everybody being stuck in the house. Oh my God. No. Let's move forward, America. He had his time. You had his time. It's time to keep on moving forward. Why not look? It's time to keep on moving. You can't. No. No. I don't care. All that and cause the gang to go up to the state house. No.
You say what?
The insurrection. I'm talking about the insurrection at the end. No.
No. Wow. Yeah. Moving on.
I'm just saying.
Moving on.
So I am interested in getting into the whole investing thing. Like, my nephew, who is smart as a freaking whip, has really like, okay, Auntie, this is what you need to do. And so I have, I know that's something that I want to do. And he actually helped me set it up over the Thanksgiving weekend. So I definitely hear you as far as investing, and just, and definitely saying that it's futuristic. It's futuristic that it's stable, and you're getting through a good source. It's definitely worthwhile to invest in that, because that is the move of the future. I believe that. You can't. It's too with money laundering and all the different stuff that and just being able to. You can't track people with cash, but you can with the card. And you're right. I feel like now my who was it? Somebody told me that in order to get the new ID, you got to have like divorce papers if you've ever been married and all this different stuff. I'm like, what? Because they got these new cards. The new the
new Ohio identification card. You have to come down there with your birth certificate, your Social Security card. If the last name on your identification card is not the last name on your birth certificate, you need to show your marriage certificate. You need to show your divorce certificate. I mean, you got to show all of that. Now, if you don't have all of that, but you still want to renew, they'll still renew your card as long as you don't have anything that's going to prevent that. But if you don't have that special seal on there, you can't fly. So as long as you don't mind driving all over the place, because you will not be able to get on any airline. You will not be able to get on any boat. No ships, no plane. No ships, no plane.
As of when?
It started in November 2021. It started last month.
Oh, snap. So if you bought a ticket to fly somewhere, you can't go if you don't have that seal?
If you don't have the right identification card, they're not going to let you fly.
Can you have a passport and use the passport instead?
That I don't know.
But for ID, if you don't have that particular ID, you cannot fly.
You cannot get on none of the United States airplanes. None of them.
Oh my goodness.
Gotta have that seal. Gotta have that seal.
I did not know that. Wow. Okay. Well, that's some information, everyone. In case, so y'all can always check it out on the internet to verify. But yeah, that's deep.
Yeah, I believe that actually started in like September, because I had went and they asked me which one that I want. I was looking at her like, "What are you talking about?" Like, and she was like, "The one where you can get on the airplanes and all." And I'm looking at her, "No, just give me my driver's license. Like, that's all I came here for. Like, girl, what are you talking about?" So I think that started in like August or September when I went to the BMV.
Oh, okay.
So what about when you got your license renewed and it's good for 8 years? Then what?
They're not going to let you on the plane if you don't have the new one with the seal.
Well, I've been on the plane constantly. So, I mean, I what does this new seal look like? It just went into effect on last month. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, see, what the woman told me was that it'll go in effect in 90 days. She said it should be in effect November 2021. Like, that is crazy. Like, wow.
Into effect, okay, because I know I was at the BMV in August or September, and they was asking me, I'm looking at this like what are you talking about? But so into effect like this month, okay.
So is that just something that's from Ohio? Is that something that's in Ohio? So maybe they've already done it here.
Yes,
okay.
That's something that's in Ohio.
Okay.
Oh, it's in Ohio?
Yeah, that's in Ohio.
Okay.
Is DJ on, y'all? Anybody heard from DJ?
No, she's not on. She might come on later.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just wondering, like, where's she at? I ain't heard her voice, or did I? Or because I came in late.
No, I think that she said it was some. I think there was either she. I'm not sure. I think she said something about her not being able to. Did she say something, Kim, about?
Yes, I know she had meetings. She had some business meetings today, so she might not make it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she put that.
She's gonna try to get in and all that. We'll see.
I know y'all.
We shall see.
I know the listeners be like, those ladies just be talking. Listen, y'all, we're just letting y'all come in on our conversation. Like once a week, we get to get on the phone and have girl talk. That's what it is. And y'all just get to listen in. And then sometimes we bring people in. But you just listen to us have girl talk. We don't get to do this but once a week. And our Marie be mad as hell when we don't do it on some weeks. Like, are we having our talk today? Are we doing it today?
Well, D-Mays just showed up on my live, so hopefully he get ready to call in, right, sir? Call on in, 516-387-1247. We are waiting on you. We are talking about everything and nothing, waiting on you.
And Patrick, sweetheart,
hold on.
My radio love.
Nothing. We ain't never talking about nothing. We talking about everything, but we ain't never talking about nothing.
I said everything and nothing.
Okay.
We do everything and nothing.
What we doing? That's what.
Okay. Well, anyway, D-May's calling so we can talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. How about that? Call on in, please, sir. 516-387-1247. Please and thank you. We are waiting for you. Okay.
Put them on the
I want to give a special shout out to Patrick because he started a conversation like 2 minutes before we was airing off. This is R. Marie, and you said that you took you listened to us, and you wanted to let us know what the result was with your friend. So if you're listening, I've been waiting 2 weeks to hear what you did.
Yeah, I still had questions. He didn't call me back. I still had a question to ask him that was vital to how we should have responded. And D-May said he'll be calling in 10 minutes. So, yeah, Patrick, if you're listening, I still need that call, sir.
So
I ain't going to put you on blast on the radio, but still need that call.
Yeah, we're trying to get him to call in. You are talking and he's...
No, he can call in. No, I don't... He can call in, but the question I need to ask, he probably doesn't need to have that asked on the air. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Because we know how. Because he already sounded like we gave him the wrong information. It was something about the way he said that. Right. He was just like, I want to, y'all the reason. So it was something about the way he said that I don't know.
Yes, because I cannot fathom that we said anything wrong. So I'm like, well, what happened?
Right.
It's like
see, that's what I'm saying. If you don't ask the right questions, you won't get all the information. So clearly, the right questions were not asked, so the responses were just based on the limited information that you were given. That's what I'm saying. So if what was told to him didn't turn out right, it was based on the information that was provided. So he might just get his ass handed to him for real. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm talking about money, cuz. Well, we will be. My cousin wants to know what we're talking about. So we're not talking about it yet, but we're going to be talking about the new Black Wall Street that is that just opened up November 26th in Georgia. So we're going to be talking about that shortly, and Black economics. Right now, we just chilling. But if you want to call in, you can.
If anyone has been over there, or you would just like to call in and shout out your business, you know, this is a free promotion opportunity. The number is 516-387-1247. The one thing that I love about our show, and I just want to shout out the other countries that are listening, because it's not just America. We have a lot of listeners. I just looked at the analytics, and so we have a lot of listeners in Canada and Britain, and what else did I see on there? I think it was a lot of like Nigeria, Ghana. There's a lot of different countries that listen to us. Germany. So to all of our listeners everywhere, we appreciate you. I just want to just give you that quick break. We appreciate you. And if you are, if you're able to call in and you would like to call in, the number is 516-387-1247. We love when y'all call in. You know, we don't be trying to bite your heads off most of the time. This is we're really not that bad. Isn't that right, ladies? Miss,
right. Yeah. That's not our intent. Can't speak much on the after effect, but that's not the intent.
So, the after effect.
I think one of the other great things about the new Black Wall Street is because we once had a Black Wall Street, if y'all remember. It wasn't located in Atlanta, but we had one, and it was very successful. And this was at a time when there was no internet, there was no cable and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where was that? Was that Oklahoma? Where was that at?
I can't think. Right.
I believe it was Oklahoma or either South Carolina. It was one of them two. It was either Oklahoma or South Carolina.
Okay.
And we were thriving so well they couldn't take it. And the president, which I believe was Andrew Wilson at the time, ordered an airstrike to shut it all down. Never to be recovered.
Oh, my cousin said it was Tulsa. Yes, he said Tulsa.
I thought it was Tulsa, Oklahoma. Yeah. So we had 1921, as a matter of fact. So we've had a Black Wall Street before. And it was very prosperous and very successful, to the point where it was so successful, I guess there was jealousy's a beast. Like, I don't know what or mad or what, but they they destroyed it. So that's unfortunate, That's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. I really feel like African Americans, we really do need to be that. We're gonna need them 3 acres and them mule type and pay back with interest type stuff. Like, we really deserve that. You know what I'm saying? If you think about all that our ancestors went through, I just did Ancestry.com, and because I want to know, I'm curious, and I was able to trace my family all the way back to my great grandfathers on my dad's side, my great grandfather and grandmother from 1821. So we're talking about slavery, and I'm just like, wow. And it was in Virginia. Like, it's cool. So when I think about it, I think about the fact that during that period of time, a lot of families were forcibly split up, and they were sold to other plantations, and their family members never saw them again. A lot of them never saw them again in their lifetime. But those family members are still out there. You know what I'm saying? So like when you it's a very strong possibility that when you meet another African American who has your exact same last name with the exact same spelling, somewhere down the line they came from that plantation where the master's name, he gave all the slaves the plantation's name, last name. You know what I'm saying? So
yep.
When you see another McCants, you know, or whatever, I would really look at that person because that person is connected to you in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not realize that because you got second, third, fourth, fifth generation cousins. You know what I'm saying? That of course have been mixed with other people. So yeah, I feel like we owe it to our ancestors to try to get to find our family.
Yeah, I agree with that. Mark it down, Patricia.
So it's ancestry.com is one of the places.
No, I said mark it down. I agree, Patricia. Mark it down.
Oh, you agree with me. Oh.
Today is December 2nd.
Free.
Right. Look, mark the time because you know in less than 10 minutes that's gonna change, right? So mark the time.
Oh,
because 10 minutes from now we're gonna be on two different ends.
You know what? Since we know that the guest is gonna be calling in, let's take a music break. I think it's beautiful.
All right.
Because you know, once y'all get to talk, I'm not gonna be able to get my music in there, and then and you know. So
Smart.
Yeah, let me go ahead and take my music break. On the Move On Scripture, Ladies Brown Paper Discussion. We'll be right back, y'all.
Not to us, Lord, but to your name we give glory, Lord. Not to us, Lord, but to your name we give glory, Lord. For the sake of your love, let your light shine down, oh yeah. For the sake of your love and your faithfulness, yeah. Oh, I was lost, yeah, but now I'm found, yeah. You pick me up, yeah, when I'm so down, yeah. You switched it up and shook the ground, yeah. You show me mercy, yeah. You got that good, yeah.
Hold on, wait a minute, what you thought I didn't know? Blessing coming by the second, faithful and available. I just wanna rise a little, you deserve it, all of me. Put that word all on my soul, giving you glory, all I know. Like, hold on, thinking about them days at the working by the 20-hour week, picking up shoes. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues. Hated it, but you know I pay my dues, yeah. Gotta steward it well, from serving locally to serving globally, yeah. From a broke hood'em to me break dancing in Jerusalem, yeah.
But now I'm found, yeah. You pick me up, yeah. When I'm so down, yeah. You switched it up and shook the ground, yeah. You show me mercy, yeah. You said I'm working. Now all I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love, yeah. Got me and my mama out the hood up. No asking for the kiss me up in my neighborhood, love. 'Cause you got that good love, yeah. You got that good love.
Yeah. Home is broke with not a cent. Pocket full of dreams and lit. Watching all who profit, all who cited white they got it, yeah. I remember winter days we had no heat. Sleeping in my jacket at my mama crib on Lafayette Street. Hold up. Now I got signed and leveled up on them. No, I'm not boasting, I just wanna flaunt them. Bought me a crib with a lake and a gate. Nah, I'm just kidding, but the future look great. Came a long way from that studio. The struggle's still real, but I'm Gucci though. To a 2-bedroom, me and Mark coolin', taking life in one night at a time. Yeah.
But now I'm found, yeah. You pick me up, yeah. When I'm so down, yeah. You switched it up and shook the ground, yeah. You show me mercy, yeah. You said I'm working. Now all I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love, yeah. Got me and my mama out the hood up. No asking for the kiss me up in my neighborhood up.
but now I'm found. You pick me up when I feel down. You switch it up and shook the ground. Yeah, you show me mercy. Yeah, you got that good love. All I can do is thank you, 'cause you got that good love. Yeah, you got me in that bubble out the hood. Love, no way for the good love.
Yeah. BC, let's get it. 24/7, 365. I ain't got time to sit and rest my mind. On the grind, go and get it for me and mine. 24/7, 365. Stand focused, don't talk about it, just be about it. My birthday son who was born for greatness. Always be humble and real, no fake shit. To see millions get millions in life, it'll come with patience over family. It'll get ugly real quick. To be honest, ain't no second chance. I do plead the fifth. Got family in the army and homies always hungry, just like they kill for me when they lose. I'm screwed loose. Squad Marine Stone next in line to rise and take the throne. Don't ever sugarcoat. Life's a bitch, not a fucking joke. The win ain't no gimmick, only the beginning. A nigga been sinning. Also counting blessings. Life been rocky like Mount Rushmore. 24/7, 365. I ain't got time to sit and rest my mind. On the grind, go and get it for me and mine. 24/7, 365. I say 24/7, 365. I ain't got time to sit and rest my mind. On the grind, go and get it for me and mine. 24/7, 365. Haters gon' hate when you hold your shit down. Still getting to the money, having bitches on the prowl. Boy, fuck over me, watching up God. Boy, from the murder, miss it, city been down. Ain't all about your business. Get the booty ass on the lifestyle illicit. Not trying to hurt your feelings, I'm speaking on some real shit. Shit snatch, bitch, nigga, caught Toolie bad, let the bitch bang. Put a chopper out, let the shit sing. See, it's more money, mean it's more problems, fuck fellas. That Coco, I'ma make more when I'm dropping solid. Could send at me a fucking problem in a billion, go sell it 100K. That's all me, reppin' MDI. 24/7, 365. I ain't got time to sit and rest my mind. On the grind, go and get it for me and mine. 24/7, 365. I say 24/7, 365. I ain't got time to sit and rest my mind. On the grind, go and get it for me and mine. I say 24/7, 365. BC.
And I see your face in tears when you walk away. And I don't wanna face my fears, but all you want is a simple thing to tell you how I feel. I hide behind my pride and I just got to keep it real. I shout it to the world. But it hasn't gone too far. Do we get along? to hear your name, and that's not much to ask. If the raindrops fall, if the heavens call, the good outweighs the bad. I shout it to the world. I shout it to the world. And all you want is a simple thing, and that's not much to ask. Till the raindrops fall, heaven calls, the good outweighs the bad. I shout it to the world. I shout it. Yeah. I shout it to the world.
A.K.A. Queen Got the King Advocate, and you are listening live to On the Move, Unscripted, On Purpose, the Ladies Round Table Discussion, where we talk about everything. Make sure you tune in every Thursday night at 8 o'clock from 8 to 10, so we talk about whatever you want to talk about. So make sure you tune in 8 o'clock every Thursday, 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. with your girls. Live, on the move, unscripted, on purpose. And remember, whatever you do it on purpose, with purpose.
What's going on? If you have just tuned in, you tuned in to another episode of On the Move, Unscripted, Ladies Round Table Discussion. And we do this with purpose and on purpose. And of course, you know, we before we went into break, we were talking about bringing on our guests. This is probably maybe the second or third guest that we've actually had on the Ladies Roundtable Discussion. Usually we have people call in all the time, but we don't always have a specific guest. But tonight we do. We have Dornelius Mays, who's actually coming in to discuss the new Black Wall Street, right? The new Black Wall Street. And I got to exit my little thing. And I believe he's on the line now.
Yes,
is this Mr. Mays?
Yes. How y'all doing?
Fine. How you
Great
doing?
rise, Big Mays.
Can y'all hear me?
Hello. Well,
yes,
we
How
can.
y'all doing? Okay. Everybody doing today. Listen, tonight anyway.
Welcome.
Y'all good?
All is well.
Have you called
All
in?
is
Have we
well.
talked to you? Is this our first time talking to you, Mr. Mays? Is this our first time?
I think our first time called on Blog Talk, yes. It's my first time on Blog Talk. So, yeah.
Well, welcome to the show. We appreciate you for stopping by. We're excited to really talk about, the new Black Wall Street that's located out there in Atlanta. And Kim said that you had a lot of information about it that you wanted to share with us.
Yes, and actually, I talked about it on my podcast Tuesday night. What's going on, Kimberly?
What's going on, loved one?
AKA Queen Goddess. So yeah, I was talking. Yes, I was talking about it on my podcast Tuesday night, and they just opened it up, like she said, November 26th. They had the grand opening. They've been talking about it for a moment. So they finally got it, done, and it's over in the Stonecrest, Georgia area. If you, I don't know if everybody stay in Georgia that's on the Blog Talk, but yes, it's in Stonecrest, Georgia. 810. It's the address is 8109 Mall Parkway, Stonecrest, Georgia. So I break it down to y'all. Black Wall Street, it's located Stonecrest, Georgia. They have entertainment, retail, gourmet, grocery shopping, fine dining, all. There's like 100 businesses in there, and you know, they try. And the brother that created his name Mr. Allen, and he's an entrepreneur out of Detroit, and he wanted to start here, you know, in Black Mecca, of course, and he wanted to go globally with it. So he wanted to start it in Georgia, and then he wanted to extend it in other states, which I think is a real good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I tell a lot of people on my podcast, and I tell a lot of my friends offline that if it don't work in Georgia like in Atlanta, if it fails in Atlanta when it comes to building like a new Black Wall Street, it's not going to make it anywhere else. Because D.C. ain't like it used to be. We know how Detroit is, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't too many black cities really around no more. They really, you know, doing good economically. So I think that's why he put it here first to see how it goes. So I encourage a lot of black people, especially here, to go, especially around the holidays if you into that, you know, the holiday thing. but you should go much as you can. That's the only way we're gonna be able to build up our group economics. I hope I ain't talking too much.
No, keep talking.
Yeah.
So like I said, like on all my podcasts, I was trying to just encourage black people. And there's another thing they have too on here. They have training to teach you how to advertise and shop online. You know how because the problem with our people is we don't understand marketing. You know what I'm saying? Marketing is the key to success if you want to survive out here with everybody else. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about the other night is how we don't. Sometimes you got to invest a little money in marketing, you know what I'm saying? And if you got a small budget, like I tell people, if you don't have the cameras and stuff, at least get you a decent phone, you know what I'm saying, and learn how to work them apps because, like, I think this is one of the classes they're going to actually have, and that's good because the guy, it's like a lot of people involved in this thing. I guess they came together, which we're going to have to do as a people. We had to come together as one conglomerate, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't understand when I say that, like, you might have different organizations that had to come together because us as a whole, we don't have no economic power. Let's just keep it real. You know, we talk a good game about, you know, how black people should, you know, do better, but the thing is, are y'all familiar with Dr. Clark Anderson?
No.
Are y'all ever heard of Dr. Clark Anderson?
No.
Oh, man, I need to read Powernomics. That brother breaks it down. He's like to me, he's probably the only person we should be listening to when it comes to economics because he's been doing this for years. I mean, you know, this guy he worked with like two presidents, I think with Jimmy Carter, and he worked with Clinton, you know, bump Clinton. But the thing is, he understands how it works when it comes to economics. We don't have, like he said, you can vote all day, but if you don't have an economic base, you can't move in this world. Black people, the only people don't have economic base. You know what I'm saying? We don't even control. We don't really have real communities. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What states do y'all live in?
I live
in Kimberly State,
Columbus, Ohio. This is R. Marie, and I'm in Columbus, Ohio.
Okay, cool. So, how many black districts do y'all have up there? That's like boom, like with businesses and stuff.
I have no idea.
Exactly. And in every state in America. Y'all there in Columbus, y'all familiar with Yarima Karama? Y'all familiar with him?
No.
He's up in Columbus, Ohio, and he got a thing called the Unity Walk. They feed black families and stuff. I'm kind of clicked up with him, but we'll talk about him later. I just let you know that brother, he doing his thing up in Columbus, Ohio, so he understands what I'm talking about. But that's the point I'm trying to make. Now, you can go to any major city in America, and you're going to find like I say, you know, you're going to find a Chinatown. You know, the Hispanics got a bunch of businesses. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got businesses in their own districts except black people. You know what I'm saying? And we act like we talk about what we got, but individually, we got wealth. You got Oprah, Kanye, Jay-Z, yeah, they got wealth. But as a collective group, we don't have nothing. Matter of fact, I talked about this on the podcast. Don't you know Jeff Bezos, he's worth $200+ billion because he getting money every second pretty much. He got half of black wealth. That's one white man. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. And so we got to, like I said the other day, we got to speed up the process. We can't fail our children. We need to tell our children about group economics. We need to take them to places like the new Black Wall Street Market here in Georgia. We need to do it like every other weekend. Like we go shopping at all the other malls, we need to be at that new Black Wall Street Market every weekend if we're going to go somewhere to shop. That's how I feel about it. That's how serious it is right now. We can't play around anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Tell again the name of the author of the Powernomics.
Dr. Claude Anderson. Dr. Claude Anderson.
Okay.
Mhm. And you pull his name up on YouTube. You gonna see. Oh man, you gonna fall in love with this guy. You probably ain't gonna stop listening to him because he's so. Oh man, he this brother, and he's 84, and he trying to, he got a son, but he's trying to give all the knowledge to all of the young brothers and sisters that he can, because he's been putting in reparations for like 50 years. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Like we gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to get reparations. I say this. That's because to get a real economic boost, we gotta have real money to back us. See, I tell people, give me land, because I know they're not gonna cut every black person no $1-2 million check. That's not gonna happen. Now, they get everybody else a check, but see, the thing is, they know that the only thing we want is symbolism. We give us Obama. You heard Stacey Abrams running for governor of Georgia. Y'all heard about that, right?
Right. Yeah.
Did y'all hear about? Yeah, Stacey Abrams is running for governor of Georgia. She just announced it yesterday. So I was just on a radio show a while ago talking about this with some brothers, and they was like, they don't too many care for it because we know it's just gonna be another symbolism. What is your game? What is your black agenda for our people? See, she's controlled by a Democrat. You know what I'm saying? So she's not gonna have an agenda for it, just like the rest of those. Most of our black candidates who have us want to vote. We don't have a black agenda. Our agenda should be reparations. It should be only thing black people should be worried about is economics, pretty much. That's the only thing we should, because without money we can't move. You know what I'm saying? We can't do nothing. Like, we need to be employing our own people. And that's what I'm saying about the new Black Wall Street. It's 100 businesses. That means they're employing black businesses. Now, let me tell y'all, when y'all go and look at the website, go to the website. I'm still on?
Yeah.
Hello? Okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, so when you go to the website, you can go Google it, put in the new Black Wall Street. It's gonna be a video now, and when you look at the video, it's a real good video. But listen to the key words. Listen to the trick words. They say, opportunity for women. See, you think they're talking about black women, but you gotta be careful with that because they're talking about all women. They're good about doing that. That minority word, that's trick. That's a code word, and the people of color. We try to eliminate that word because people of color mean anybody. It can be black, Asian, Mexican, you know what I'm saying? And then that means anybody can come in there and make money. We don't want nobody but black people up in there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to Chinatown and try to set up shop. They're going to look at you like you crazy. Like, no, you can't do it. You know what I'm saying? This is our thing. So we got to have a code. Black people do not have a code. We talk about a lot in the new black media on YouTube, but we really got to be solid about the code. The code is, I don't care, you LGBTQ or whatever, you black first, and we must support each other before anything. We'll take your money. We'll take anybody's money because we spend our money with everybody else too. And because we got to understand, we're not going to become wealthy just through our people because we don't have, we don't support each other like that. Let's keep it real. But we'll take other people's money, but we're going to make sure we employ our people. You know what I'm saying? That's how you move when it comes to group economics. Because everybody know, I'm pretty sure y'all heard about, how many times the money bounced in all these communities and how many times it bounced in the black community. And, we shouldn't even be on the chart because our money don't even bounce, like, enough to even be on there with everybody else. But it starts at home. We're going to teach our kids, like, with our nonprofit, we teaching our young black boys how to how to get started when it comes to group economics. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to invest your money. You really can't save money. You got to learn how to invest. Keep your credit straight. You know what I'm saying? Because we got to get land. Land is the key. Why it's still land around? You can't land never go bad. You know what I'm saying? You need land so you can create your own thing. Y'all heard about Freedom, Georgia? Anybody heard about Freedom, Georgia? I don't think you're familiar with that, Kimberly. You heard about Freedom, Georgia?
Who runs that? I think I have.
Yeah, so Freedom Georgia is a group of black people in Georgia that a lot of them came together and they bought some land. How many acres? It was like 2 years ago. They've been kind of quiet about it, so I'm thinking they're trying to just stay offline so people won't be in their business because they're trying to build it up. But
I think I've heard about that, though.
Exactly. So you see here in Georgia, black people are actually making moves, but the thing is we can't let other people so-called people of color come into our world, we got to make sure we keep it solid, make sure we keep it like black, only black, because when you start letting these, other people come in, you know what I'm saying, they're going to start just like Black Lives Matter. Come on now. It's been hijacked by the white LGBTQ. But actually, we already knew that was all, I'm not trying to get off the topic, but we know that was, yeah. But that was the whole plan anyway. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm.
So have you been able to go yet? Have you been able to go?
No, I'm going Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going up there Wednesday. Yep, I will be up there Wednesday. I'll be taking pictures and doing videos and stuff. And I'm gonna do a actual review of it. You know what I'm saying, on my podcast and talk about what I think about it. Because of course, I'm hoping to be put it this way. I got people who've been up there. And I vouch for them. They on the level like me, and they said, D, it's legit. Like, they said it's real good, and every black person need to go.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact,
have you heard of New Birth?
Yeah, I think yeah, New Birth. Yeah, that used to be Eddie Long's church. Before he passed. Yeah, heard of New Birth. Yeah, I think they're involved in it.
Yeah, they just had a big thing at church, because I'm still a member of New Birth Baptist Church, even though I don't live full time in Atlanta anymore. But I lived in Atlanta for on and off for 20 years, had 2 kids there, so I guess I'm half Atlanta. But I still go to New Birth, and I'm still a member. And they had a big thing on Sunday about it, so I'm really excited. To see it happen, because like I was saying before you came on, we used to have a Black Wall Street in Tulsa, Oklahoma, back in the 20s. I know it's been a long time, but still, that's what that was. It was a very prosperous city. It's prosperous. So
exactly, and
see it come back.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of people don't know about Black Wall Street. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
D, let me ask you a question, man, your opinion. As far as when you're doing the comparison of the original Black Wall Street versus this now, or the mentality of the people of the 1920s Black Wall Street versus that of it now, how do you see the mentality being a factor on the growth or the prosperity of the new way?
Oh, well, that's a good question. Wow. I can come at that so many ways, but look, we're gonna keep it PG now, Mikhail. You know what I mean? Hey, but I for real talk. And it's funny because that's another thing Dr. Clark Anderson be talking about, but. Back then in the 1921, when Black Wall Street was built, and before we get into that, remember now, before Black Wall Street, y'all know what Lake Lanier Island is, right, here in Georgia. It was Oscarville, Georgia, was a black town, just like Black Wall Street. It was thriving with black businesses, schools, churches, and all that. But they flooded it out. That lake is a black city up under Lake Lanier. Just give y'all a little history on that. I think Kimberly already know about that. But it was a lot of other black towns too, South Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, Roseville, all them other ones. So it's just Black Wall Street was more, they was just doing a little bit more. I think they lasted longer than them before they bombed it and everything. But anyway, the mentality is totally different from like the mentality in the 1921. I think it was better because they had just came out of slavery. You know what I'm saying? Reconstruction and stuff, and and they understand the struggle. See the mentality of black people now it's a little different. You know what I'm saying? They more caught up in, they let, like for instance, I hate to say it, but I don't know how y'all represent parties, Democrat, Republicans and stuff, but they kind of let integration was the worst thing that ever happened to black people. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm saying that because when we were segregated, we still had that mentality like we had in the 1920s. Do for self, be self-sufficient, have our own businesses and stuff. I don't think black people are going to take it as serious as they did in the 20s because they think they're really doing better because they're integrated. That makes sense to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to answer your question. So I don't think our mentality is the same. I don't think we got the same hunger like we did back in the 20s and 30s. You know what I'm saying? Even with the Garvey movement and stuff, he understood that black people got to be we got to have our own thing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think black people are serious in 2021 like they were serious back in 1921. Ain't that something? 1921, right. 2021, the mentality is totally different, and we got a dumbed down society, and our people, some of our people ain't gonna make it. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like some of our people, they just, they're not gonna make it. So only a few of us really want this. Only a few of us. We're gonna see if it don't work here in Georgia, it's not gonna really work anywhere else because most black think the same all over, pretty much in the United States. Not saying all of us, but a lot of us who do, because they're going back to Stacey Abrams. A lot of black folks gonna jump back on that jump they did with Biden and Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna get because let's be honest, all this tying together when it comes to politics. Most of our people don't even know who their local city officials are. They only vote when it comes to the president's election. We see all that tie into economics. You know what I'm saying? Because they know we don't have an economic base. That's why they gave the Asians that bill, because Asians got money. They pour a lot of money into this country. Only thing black people do, we just consumers. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they monitoring this whole thing with the new Black Wall Street. And just like what Kimberly was asking me about the mentality, the mindset of black people now, they want to see, do we still have that mentality of doing for self like we had in 21 instead, like in the year 2021, if that makes sense to y'all.
It would seem to me.
Because, when the pandemic hit, one positive thing that came out of it, a lot of people who could not work, who did start exploring their gifts and things that they really always wanted to do, a lot of people I know started going into business for themselves. A lot of people I know. And a lot of them still have not went back out to the regular workforce because they're, things that they've been wanting to do that they were able to do, and most people had to buy things over the internet because you couldn't go nowhere. Everybody was locked down. So they were beginning. They started different ventures. It was a complete economic shift change when the world shut down because people got hit rock bottom, and those who couldn't cope, they just kind of had to wait it out for the government to help. But a lot of people got off their ass and like, you know what? I've always wanted to try locking shit. We ain't doing nothing else. And tried it and still doing it.
Exactly. And I think that, and it's crazy, black people, I think, like I said, integration made us lazy. I don't know why we wanted to give up what we had to sit at the white man table, you know what I'm saying? And if you ask any elders, like my parents, they'll tell you, we dropped the ball, you know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking King or none of them, but at the end of the day, it's like, was it all worth it? Like, you know what I'm saying? What did we really gain from all of it? To sit, drink water with the same, with the people that despise us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like we took, like, the Carter said, we going backwards. Like, the average, I gotta say, I mean, just to keep it real, like, you don't have, like, I think the average black, the annual wealth of a black family, I'm gonna give it a little push. I don't think it's bad as they say it. They say it's like 18 to 20,000. I might say now, because more black women make more money, and she with her man, you might see maybe 50,000 per family. But compared to white people, like 200,000. I mean, a year. I mean, with that kind of wealth, that's not. I mean, you can't survive like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't even compete. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said we got to have a community. Now I'm going to break it down like what I normally talk about. Kim and I used to come off like this. Like, first off, you got to rebuild a black family. We even get into, like, black economics and stuff, group economics. You got to, just like the Mexicans. You can see a Mexican woman, she'll be with a pot-bellied Mexican guy. It don't matter because they understand family. They don't worry about all the other stuff. They know family first, then you build your community. We used to be like that. I don't know what happened, but we got to rebuild a black family first. You know what I'm saying? The black man and black woman got to stop beefing with each other. They got to stop that. I mean, I understand everybody is not going to be a perfect society. I understand, like I said, black people are not a monolith. I understand that too. But we got to go back to our old ways of, rebuilding the black family. Once you do that, then you can start building a community. You know what I'm saying? Get to know our neighbors again. We don't even know our neighbors. Back in the day, you can go borrow sugar, eggs, and stuff from your neighbors. You get shot now if you do that. That's amongst our people. And You know, once you rebuild all that back up, you can start, and this is my thing. I always tell people, this is what we got to do before we even talk about doing business with each other. We need to go back to the barter system. You know what I'm saying? Build a trust up first. Once you build a trust with your people, then you can start doing business. Because nobody ain't going to do no business with you if they don't really know you or they can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? Because black people not trust each other. We always talk about, oh, we do bad business. That's a lie, because I know white people do bad business. I know Mexicans who do bad business. So that's a stereotype on us that we bought into. You know, just like that CP time crap. You know, all black people don't show up late. But I'm saying we got to rebuild the black family. We got to rebuild our communities. And once we go, we'll do the barter system. Like I said, once we do the barter system, we build our trust. Then we can start businesses, and we can start dealing with each other. Then the world will see, like, okay, they mean business. That's a power move right there. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because like one thing about it, nobody. Listen, I mean, I didn't mean to keep talking so much, y'all, but listen, I have a talk to some people a couple of weeks ago at this little. I was at this stocking party. Okay, so I asked everybody in the room. See, this is the best time. I'm gonna tell you, the best time to really ask people questions. I know y'all gonna laugh at me when I say this. I know everybody don't drink, but ask somebody when they drunk how they really think. They're going to tell the truth, because the alcohol is the truth, sir. They won't make you talk. So I did it I did it on purpose. I sipped a little bit too. And I asked, it was like 20 people in the room. I said, hey, let me ask y'all a question. I said, do you think the world respect black people around the world? I didn't just say America. I said, do you think America respect black people, period, around the world? Everybody, I don't know, everybody didn't know each other enough. And everybody looked at me and they're like, no. I said, that's crazy. I said, but you saying that, how it make you feel? They're like, that's kind of messed up. But, they use the other word. They're like, that's messed up. Because I'm talking about not just America. I'm talking about America, Africa, Jamaica, whatever. Nobody don't respect. I can ask y'all the same question. I guarantee y'all going to say the same thing. Nobody don't respect it because they know we don't have no power. Nobody don't respect people who don't have no power. You know what I'm saying? What resources do we have? The Asians over in Africa right now, they robbing Africa. There's no way they should be over there in a continent, taking their airports and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And the world see that. They say they still black regardless. It don't matter if they got a different culture, they talk different. They look at us over here, yeah, we might be doing a little bit better, but what do black people got? Think about it. It's 600 billionaires in America. Listen to what I'm saying. 600, I can't believe I don't say this plenty of time. 600 billionaires in America, and only 6 or 7 or 8, just give it 10 black people got the billionaire. You know who them billionaires are. But I can name all these white families. You don't even know who the hell I was talking about. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, we know who our billionaires are, but it's 600 billionaires, and it's only like between 6 to 10 of black billionaires in America. We built this country. That tells a lot when it comes to economics. That's a scary thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't think black people realize how far behind we are economically. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot of work to do. Yeah.
Right. D, if I could interject real quick on a different level, kind of like what we were talking about yesterday or day before, whatever, in regards to the spiritual aspect also of why black people are where they are, while we are as a whole people unable to ascertain certain things, unable to reach certain levels, while we are constantly being oppressed by either people or systems or the combination of the two, whatever it is, on a spiritual level. Like, we have to look at that, because if it was just about the economics on the surface, there's always a way to fix that, especially right now, because there's so many ways of getting the so-called free money right now. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's available, but we don't know how to get it. We're not applying for it because it's not being broadcasted. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's knocking on the door and say, here, fill out this application, I'm going to give you $1 million. But the fact is, you can get that if you know where to find it. So on a spiritual level, it's a little deeper than just what we're talking about. We gotta look into, like, I'm not the one that go around beat folks in the head with the Bible. I don't do that. But I do recall reading Deuteronomy 28, biblically, saying that because of the way we were being disobedient, because we were not following what we were supposed to naturally, that certain things were going to come to us, certain things were going to fall on these people until we got in our right mind. Like even the mind that we're in, this is not a natural state of mind that we're in. We're not thinking naturally. This is, the thoughts that we have are not ours. You know what I'm saying? The way that we behave and respond, that's not from a natural standpoint. But because of the spiritual and the disobedience of the whole people, we are suffering consequences. We're suffering the curses that were put upon that, our group of people. And some folks don't receive that as a fact, and that's okay. But if you look at what we're dealing with and you do the comparison, you can't deny the truth. So like I said,
exactly.
there is a spiritual aspect to why we're going through what we're going through. And until we get to that point of clearing and freeing and correcting our minds, our spirits, our hearts, we're going to continue this. Like, this is written because it's going to happen. This got to play out the way it's playing out. It's got to.
Exactly.
But we have to still get in the mindset of correcting the wrongs. But the only way to correct the wrongs is admitting that there's something that needs to be corrected. And we individually and collectively have to make changes. And people don't want to do that part because that's the part that holds you accountable for everything. Yep. When you're held accountable, then you're also responsible. And we as a whole don't really want the responsibility. We don't want to be looked upon as the leader. We don't want people to depend on us because then there's that thought that gets put in our head, well, if we fail, they're going to be blaming us. Or if I don't do something right, it's going to be my fault. But that's a thought that's put in our mind. So like I said, not negating anything that you're saying because it's straight fact. It just goes deeper than what we talk about. Is beyond just the on the surface economic part, but that there's a reason why we're not coming up economically, socially. Exactly. All of that is a reason for it.
So let's open up the phone line for anyone who would like to join on the conversation. So if you would like to call in, the number is 516-387-1247. I'm going to say it again in case you was trying to grab your pen or something like that. 516-387-1247. So let's talk about cryptocurrency because I know that's something that you were talking about a little bit, Kim, before the break. Are you familiar with the cryptocurrency? Are you also exploring that, Mr. May?
Well, I'm kind of just learning it. I got some people, actually, people in my nonprofit. They do it. I'm learning now. I'm still a student in it, but I know it's the future. Of how everything going with money, and I talk about this a lot on my podcast about how we're gonna have to stay up on technology as a people because that's moving. And we're going to have to get ready because we're about to become a cashless society, and that's why they're getting the whole crypto and Bitcoin thing going, which is already happening. You know what I'm saying? So some people are already using that. They're using football players, all that. So there's a lot of black people that's involved. They're doing pretty good with it, but it's kind of tricky. At first, some people still kind of scared of it. But like I said, I think in Japan, by 2024, they're going totally cashless. So they're going to be dealing with Bitcoin, and it's only going to be like Cash App and stuff like that. Because, you got Bitcoin on Cash App, too. You can actually, if you have Cash App, I think all of them have it. You can go and invest into the Bitcoin and stuff. So, yeah, I'm learning it. I mean, we're going to have to learn it. I mean, it's nothing we can do about it because the technology is taking over. You know what I'm saying? And everything is Bitcoin, AI. That's where it's going. You know what I'm saying? Cashless society. Yep.
Yeah. I agree with that. So, Misty, I'm curious, Misty, what is you quiet back there? I know you think you wasn't feeling the greatest, but how do you feel about a Black Wall Street in Columbus? Like, what are your thoughts?
I actually think it's exciting, and I can't wait, because it's been a long time coming, and for us to be able to put our minds and our money and talents and all that stuff together, it's a great and beautiful thing. It's exciting to me.
And I want to say this. And I want to say this too, like, and I'll be trying to steal it into black people's head. I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to when you're a certain age, you pretty much sit in your way. Let's be real. You know, I mean, yeah. Because I'm not saying that you can be older and it can't change, but we need to make sure we instill in our young people the importance of group economics, technology, health. We gotta get up on the health tip too. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't. I'm not saying we're not on it, but we gotta understand that. Okay, if you're trying to build a strong community, right? If everybody got health issues, how the hell you gonna have a strong community? You know what I'm saying? If you sick, you can't do nothing. I mean, all your money gonna go toward your medicine and whatever. So we gotta work. We gotta focus on that too. But we gotta start with our youth. That's what we doing with our nonprofit. We work with young boys, and we got another. Well, we're in partnership with some sisters down here who got a nonprofit to work with the girls. But we teaching them about, STEM programs and stuff like that. And I think they got a program to be working on crypto and stuff like that. So, we working. It's happening. We got our own garden and stuff like that. We doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then I can tell people a lot of stuff we can't put all our business online. Because black people talk too damn much. I mean, I'm just keeping it real. We're in a situation we got to be offline on certain things. And even I was telling on my podcast, I was saying, I can't remember if you remember, I was saying even all the popular black YouTubers and podcasters, you know, we got to be careful what we say because these people are they're recording everything we say. You know what I'm saying? They can even shut you down at will. And like I said, we got to have our own platforms too, because if we don't have our own platform, how we call ourselves independent black owned and we on white people platforms? You know what I'm saying? So it's like we talk a good game, but when it's time to support each other, do we really support each other? Because I know a lot of people start their own platform. You remember Karama up in Columbus, Ohio. He was on YouTube, heavy and Instagram, and he was telling black folks to come over to his channel, and I only see a handful of people. Now he had thousands of supporters. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, we still think the white man ice is colder, you know, and we got to get out of that. We got to be able like, look, we got to support each other regardless, don't matter what. I mean, of course you can't get out of the white man system because that's the way it's set up. You're going to have to spend some money in there, you know, because they don't have enough businesses like that. But we teach our youth, that's going to be the key. We teach our youth about, listen, be one first, black first. We got to, you know, it's all about supporting each other first and everybody else second. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't change the mindset of the future or the future generation, we just talking in the air. You know what I'm saying? Because I teach my kids, the kids we mentor, we teach them the same thing I'm saying now. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying you got to keep some of this stuff to yourself. You don't if you can tell when somebody ain't really in that on that level, you know, about the first 5 minutes, you just walk on away. Because all black people not going to be on board. We know this, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to have to distance ourselves from certain black people. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, why build an empire and bring in, you know, people you know are going to bring it down? You know what I'm saying? Some of our people just going to have to leave out because we can't be worrying about who's good and who's bad. We just got to, you know, find the people that's on the same level, on the same code, and keep it moving. Yeah.
I think another thing that we have to start doing is stop putting each other down. I think that that's something that we as African Americans do to each other a lot. When we talk about each other or different things, we always talk about us in the negative sense as far as what we're not doing or whatever. But I think we need to really change how we talk about each other and what we expect from each other. Like, for an example, I'm very proud that Miss Abrams has decided to come back out. You know, I don't know all of the things that she represents. I don't. But I do love her integrity, and I do love the fact that she refused to quit in what she believes. I do love the fact that during the thick of 2020, when things were the worst racially, she was right out there, you know, pushing the pavement and trying to make sure that we were able to make a change. Like I like that. I don't know all of what she has, but I see integrity. I see a leader for sure. And so I would pray that let me finish. I would pray that people, African Americans as a whole, would definitely support her. I mean, we're in a world where, of course, we're in a country, United States of America, of course, where there's entities that own certain things, and there is nothing you're gonna be able to do about that, and somebody has to always answer to someone. But as talking about her as a leader, and just the fact that she didn't bow down, she lost. And even when she lost, she's like, let's recount that. Let's see. Like she's not a quitter. She's not a quitter. And I don't think that things intimidate her easily. And I think that those are good things, And so I'm happy for her. I'm excited for her. And definitely, I hope that she gets that opportunity and that she wins. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what she wants to do. And I feel like when we're talking about people following your dreams and doing what you want to do, we have to uphold our sisters, uphold our people, period. Another thing that I also feel like, even though we are talking about, and Kim knows how I am, even though we are talking about the new Black Wall Street and how African Americans need to stick together and all that kind of stuff, and we do without a shadow of a doubt. But I also believe that our world would be so much better if we understood unity. You know what I'm saying? The one reason why the LGBTQ community is moving forces the way that they are and making the changes that they're able to make is because they have a melting pot of people. It's not just African Americans, it's not just Mexican. They have a melting pot of people who are working together in unity towards one goal. So even though we are doing this and we need this, and I'm all for this, I still overall pray for, and hope for unity. We saw what unity did in 2020 when we decided we were going to make a change and who was going to lead the country. It was unity that did it. It was all of us coming together. So I just hope we start to talk about each other in a more positive light. Those words of positivity in the atmosphere. We've already been having negative words forever and ever. But when we change our mindset, we also have to change how we speak.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. And it's crazy. I was going to come out another way, but I get what you're saying. And I tell people this a lot. Like, before we even try to unify with any other people in the world, we got to get our house together. That's just the first thing. So we always try to jump and do the kumbaya thing, and it always backfire on us. Now, let me go back what you were saying about Stacey Abrams. Now, cause I love my sister. One thing about me, I don't do on my podcast, I don't bash black people. Even if I don't agree with black people, I won't bash them on, on these certain platforms. That's what they want us to do. They want us to, go against each other. That's why I like about what Farrakhan did. Even though he's a Muslim and other people might be Christians or whatever, he was like, let's just put all that to the side because at the end of the day, we got to work together as people. Now, going to the politics side of it, because I deal with a lot of politicians and stuff, this is the problem with us when it comes to politics. Black and Dr. Clark Anderson talk about this a lot in Powernomics. You got to, if you ain't got it, okay, we talk about economic base, but you have a political base. So economic base kind of tie in with political too. See, Stacey Abrams is backed up by old white money. Black people don't back her. See, this is one thing we push a lot. We tell black people, listen, if we're going to get us a candidate, I don't even care if it's a white candidate. You put money behind a candidate, they're going to work for you. See, black people, and this is the problem. This is why Obama didn't do nothing really for black people, because I don't knock him for this part, because if the LGBTQ come up with $50 million, who you going to, and your people coming to you with a vote, what's more important, the bag or that vote? That vote don't mean nothing. Let me tell you, I deal with local politics, and it's the same on the federal level. It's about who pushed the money. Ask any real politician, they're going to tell you. It's about who put the money in my pocket. It might sound like some old mafia-type stuff, but it's real. And our people don't understand that. We don't have no demands. Whoever you get that money to, that's who's going to work for you. See, Stacey Abrams is controlled by white Democrats, and they put millions and millions of dollars behind her. Black people just give her a vote. That's cool, but we need to have a sit-down with our sister and say, look, We understand that, certain people want to control you, but how much we need a black agenda first. You know what I'm saying? We gotta have a sit down with this sister. So like Warnock. I voted for Warnock because I know who Warnock Rock was in his younger days, you know what I'm saying? So he'll be the brother who could push reparations for us. But we got to put money behind our people. We just can't talk about voting. We gotta put money. We the only people that don't never put money behind a candidate. We'll put a little chump change. That's my real money. We should get a group of black people. We talk about this in our organization. We come up with like a pot, and this money goes toward a certain candidate. We're gonna meet with this candidate, and this is some of the stuff we did locally with our city councilman. And I'm not trying to tell all the stuff we do, but this works. You let them know, look, this is what we're looking for, for you being a candidate. We're gonna push for you. We're gonna put money behind you, and we expect a lot. We're gonna hold you accountable. We gotta hold our candidates accountable. Black people that think vote blue, that's it. You know what I'm saying? No, you gotta hold that person accountable. Like your boy Joe, he's probably not gonna get reelected because the youth already they ain't rocking with him because they already see that he's not gonna do nothing for black people. That's just bottom line. So Kamala Harris, she's out of the picture. I'm just keeping it real. I mean, on a local level, I'm gonna be honest with you. I voted for Stacey Abrams the first time. You know what I'm saying? But after I found out other little stuff, I was like, okay, I see why she didn't win. You know what I'm saying? Because them white folks they any little dirt they got on you, they're gonna bring it out. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately for us, we don't have the proper backing like they do. You know what I'm saying? So she might slide in this time because she helped Georgia so-called go blue, which is really not blue. I mean, really. But I'm just saying we just need to support our sister when it comes to the money part of it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about the money. I mean, you can come together, you can rally and all that stuff, but it's about believe me, it's about the money. I'll sit down with these people. I've been at banquets. These people promise us stuff, and then when we come to them, like, we need this, they forget they don't even know you. Because they're going to promise you, all politicians, black or white, going to promise you a lot of stuff. I mean, I can tell you some stuff right now. They're on the south side of Atlanta. What a lot of these black politicians did, and, they make promises, and they don't even fulfill it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying that's how it works. But like I said, I'm going to put you on supporting the sister, though. Yeah.
There's a lot of politicians, but to stop you real quick, I'm so used to talking, you ain't let me get a word in. I'm R. Marie. I got a couple words.
Okay.
That's how I work. No, but I just want to back up a little bit, because you said we do go out and vote every 4 years, and that's cool. But what people don't realize, especially our people, is that the people who work for us that we hired are the legislators and stuff. But that's the vote that's in between the presidential vote. And I could tell you now, Democrats or actually a lot of black Americans do not go out that every 2 years to vote for your legislators. Therefore, they sliding down free. And you said when Obama got in office, he didn't do that much for us. When he got in office, he said this is just half the battle. You got to vote and stay on your legislature. They promise they're going to do this. You have to do that. If we can't get that vote when it's time to vote for the senators and legislators, the people who are actually making and changing the laws for the city and the state and the county, then it's not really much I'm going to be able to do. And most people that vote during that time, it's like an 85% turnout for the Republicans. It's like a 35 to 45% turnout for the Democrats. So we get clobbered almost each and every time. And then we get mad and we'll call the news on these people. But, if you're hired by the people to work for the people. So, you're going to have to get off your tail and do something. But no one ever bothers you. No one bothers you. No one ever challenges them. And that's who is holding the real power. That's the silent partners that sliding the stuff to the Congress. And with it just easily going under blind eyes, it's easy for them to change laws to this. Then we the first ones yelling, well, we knew that was going to happen. Well, they don't do nothing for our neighborhood. Well, if our neighborhood is not getting off our tail voting for what's going on in our neighborhood, then they're going to do what they want to do. We're going to always get the bottom of the barrel because everybody else that showed up is getting their cut up top.
and you right 100%. And I was trying to tell people too about, even if you want to go to that Rittenhouse trial. See, one thing we don't understand, we don't never think about judges and stuff like that. They put their own judges and stuff in. You know what I'm saying? The people who really got the power, you just said it, the people that got the power is the people who control, who make the laws, the lawmakers and the policy holders. They're the ones who really got the power. The president don't have no power anyway. They pretty much tell him what to do. And I'm going to tell you another thing, too, a lot of people don't, let me tell you something about people don't know about. Y'all ever heard of dog money?
Yeah.
Cool, okay.
Yep.
So dog money basically are people, a bunch of wealthy white people who got billions of dollars who put money behind certain candidates. That's how your boy Trump got in there, and even Biden them too. See, both sides, they the same anyway. They just like they don't care who they want in there. So say all of us together on this call right now, all of us worth $50 billion. Okay, we want this certain candidate, we'll throw $1 billion behind the candidate. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't care about what you do. We just want something out of the deal. We don't care about what's going on with the American people. That's how this thing works. Politics. They're like, at the end of the day, I said going. Yeah.
Let me say this then. To whoever the $1 billion people are out there, you know what I'm saying? We do not want to go backwards. We do not want to go and repeat any part of 2020. That energy was a mess. And it's just, so please, I know, you know what I'm saying, that particular president that was a mixture of that mess wants to come back, which I don't know anywhere in the world where you can get in trouble 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times and still get to come back. Like you get impeached twice and still get to come back. You can't call it lies. You get to freaking bring the gang up to the state house and you get to do all that stuff and still get to come back. No. So all you billionaire people up there, I understand, you know, whatever. I don't want to go backwards. And that energy has.
Let me ask you a question. When you said backwards, let me ask you a question, and that's a good one. So what did Trump? I ain't for Trump. Let me ask you a question. There's a lot of black people they never answer this question. What did Trump do so bad to black people?
You know what? For me, it wasn't a black thing. It was the energy as a whole, and that energy, I could feel the change and shift in that energy at the end of 2019. So it wasn't about this ain't about color. This is about the energy that came in and caused millions of deaths, caused depression, sadness, suicide rates, economy all upside down. I'm talking about that energy. I'm not
okay.
talking about.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Let me finish. This is not about when I say I don't want to go backwards. I don't want to go back to that energy, to that time and space, to what caused all that. And people's energy do affect. Energy is energy, and that energy was black. The energy was negative. That energy was horrible. And as soon as he left the White House, I don't give a darn. Y'all can say what y'all want to say about Biden and all that they not doing and all this kind of stuff, but the energy is not the same. The people are starting to get out. The energy is not the same as 2020. I don't give a darn.
Okay, I respect that. So let me ask you a question. So is the economy better? I mean, but everything is up right now. Prices are going up. People complain about that. The border is out of control. I mean, you see what's going on at the border right now with the cartel taking over? It's a mess. Biden ain't even trying to. They ain't even trying to fix that.
So let me answer. So overall, we probably still trying to pull ourselves out. Yes, but we are doing. People are having their own businesses. They're starting their own companies. I got a job. Hell, I didn't have a job the whole time. I was throughout the whole 2020. That was a messed up season for me as far as being, working in the field that I work in. But I have it now. Like, yeah, I just feel like that energy, the deaths, the loss, that energy. If you can't tell the difference between the energy, I don't know what to say. That energy was dark and it was crazy, and we don't need to go backwards. We need to move forward, and that's the bottom line. He had his time, he had his period, and that time is up. You got freaking impeached twice, and had a gang war at the end. Like, that's a wrap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So let me ask you a question too. I don't have that much time, but the thing is, okay.
Yeah,
man, I had two things I want to ask, but the thing is, okay, y'all. So this is gonna be the kick of the whole thing. You know, Jeff Epstein girlfriend's on trial, and they're not airing his trial because they know a lot of people, Democrats and Republicans, is on it. It's more Democrat that's actually on that ledger, and they know when certain names come out. And I heard some of them names on there about that whole pedophile with them kids and stuff like that. If that thing come out, it's gonna make you talk about energy changing. You're gonna really see energy changing and stuff. Remember now, like I said, I don't care nothing about Trump, but Trump he was trying to go fight against the sex rings and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden, when Biden came in, they stopped talking about it because.
I'm not gonna say that he didn't put some good things into order. I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the energy. I'm talking about all that came with him. I'm talking about you getting on TV and you telling people to inject themselves with chlorine. I'm talking about you laughing and on the field shooting, playing golf when half the world is succumbing to this illness. I'm talking about not being honest about everything that went on during that period. That, you know, I feel like there's more that went on in 2020 that people are admitting to, and I really felt that way when I started hearing about the different politicians that were selling stock before everything got shut down. Like, you know, there was a lot of stuff going on in that period of time, a lot, and the racism was at an all-time freak out. Oh my gosh! It just
that was at an all-time high. That I mean, all-time. I'm like 60%.
I'm glad you said that. You said racism
at a more accelerated rate. It got really nasty in this era. And let's not forget when they stormed the Capitol building. You see thousands of white people storm the Capitol building and not a thing happened. Knowing it would have been a lot of body bags if it would have been black lives. They said you
don't want that energy no more. That energy, that is a past thing. I do not want to go back to that period of time. And anybody that was in leadership at that period of time need to go somewhere and sit down. That's bottom line. I don't know. It's time to move forward, and that's the bottom line. I know I want to give you the floor back, but I know you gonna get started by the time stuff. It's gonna be.
I'm gonna say one little thing. I'm saying one little thing. Remember this. I get what y'all saying, but always remember this. Our people understand this. White supremacy is a global system. It's not no party thing.
Oh yeah,
ain't no Donald Trump, ain't nobody. So it's a global system. So don't get caught up in that January 6th thing. That all that stuff. A lot of that stuff, y'all be surprised. But who all behind that stuff?
Over the world, it's a rap, and I wonder sometimes where it really started from. Where did all this whole? It's a lot.
I know where it started from.
But I appreciate you, ladies. I appreciate you, Mr. Manny, for coming on. What's the name of your podcast?
Mind Games Uncut Podcast. Kimberly, she can send it to y'all. She can type it in. I'm in the car, but Mind Games Uncut Podcast on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on every Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time.
Okay, awesome, amazing. Well, we appreciate you for stopping by and for sharing that knowledge with us, because you gave a lot of knowledge. So everyone, make sure that you go to the New Black Wall Street. That's the newblackwallstreet.com. Love to y'all. I hope you have a great weekend. I mean, a great weekend, and we'll have to come back and try to get next week. Paul didn't come in. Paul, you ain't calling in today, but we're going to catch you, boo. We want to hear that story.
Yeah, Pat. Yes, Pat. Don't call Patrick, Paul. Don't do that. Don't do that. You disrespecting me. Do not do that.
Peace and love. Have a great weekend.
Your eyes and think of how it used to be. Like when you heard your favorite song, you had to get up and move your feet, 'cause it felt good down in your soul. soul. You had to let everybody know that that's the jam. Y'all don't understand. Grab your lady's hand, pull her close and dance. Can we go back? No, yeah. Baby, can we rewind? Take it back, take it back for me, girl. Baby, can we rewind? Baby, can we take it back? Yeah. See why nobody fighting? 'Cause we happy it's the weekend. We're getting ready to hit the spot. I'm looking extra fly, you're looking extra high. 2:45 when we hit the door. Yeah, 5 minutes